Next up, what are we going to do about the cockpit area? We can't use the front, nor can we use the back anymore, because these staircase elements don't have a front-facing door. Now we can, of course, get cute and put the cockpit on one side or the other. That wouldn't take much to figure out. But I think we'll go with the initial idea. Now, the initial idea comes up with two possible directions that we can go to. We can go with a staircase. And if you pick the right kind of staircase, it's pretty much exactly like a ramp in any case. It's just that you have more options to exit it. For instance, it looks a little bit funky and it's certainly a big waste of room, but you can do that. And then put the cockpit right up here. But we're trying to make it a little bit spaced with the 1950s look. So we'll go ahead and put a ramp here. Let's change that. Oh, look, we've got a gap. We better fix that. There we go. There. And now, your choice again. Depends on how you want to do it. Another ramp, and putting the cockpit at the very end of that ramp. Oh, cockpits don't need a door when attaching to other pads. That's another thing that place your own doors doesn't mess with. Well, that looks kind of funky, doesn't it? I don't know. Might look a little bit better when you start adding all the shell stuff. But for right now, we'll continue with what we've got. Come on. From the old design. This is what I did with the Space Shark. The reason I did that, and let's make sure, okay. The reason I did that is it allowed me more options for side connections and, for snapping things here. For instance, I could put windows here, or I could put more habitats on the side, raised up above the rest of the ship. Like in some cases, especially on the bigger ships, I like to have my docking stuff here on the back end. Or you could have more control rooms right next to the cockpit. Depends on what you think is aesthetically pleasing. So you've got something like that. Now, right now, it does not look good, but you're going to be doing a lot of work to fix that. Okay, we're going to leave that off for right now. Yeah. The Stroud stuff is okay. It's long, and you might decide you want to go something shorter. This is what I chose for the Space Shark, because it looks good from the side as well as the front. And that is a standard Tayo cockpit. Doesn't look like much right now, but it's nice and short, and it kind of fits the mood. Okay, and if we don't decide to put anything here, we can do something to maybe googie it up, be artistic. Oh boy, it takes me forever to find this stuff. For instance, this is what I chose for the Space Shark. We're getting there. There we go. Oh no, that's hardly 1960s. We need a whale tail on that one. There we go. And if we have some edges that displease us, here's what we could do. I always like doing this. Since it's a Hoptech design with the beveled ends, let's go ahead and put a thing that would normally fit perfectly. Now, we still want this, and we want this. So, because we've got something that will allow tolerances to be quite large, we can merge those together. And if you look at it, it counts. I mean, it's connected as a proper connected element. Now, that allows us to move things around and look at problems. It's like we're okay. Now we're starting to look a little bit more like a space shark. Now, the next thing I did is I chose something that would look good on the front, which is also this Hoptech cap. And this is something that you can experiment with. You could choose this again to keep it a very short slant to it, or you can try a Daratech slope. Those are okay, but I've always been in love with that because it melts in quite nicely. If you had chosen a Deimos type of habitat, you could have used a Deimos cowling, but that's very close to what we did before. We're getting to the point now where we start putting things together, and that'll be the next video.